Well, welcome back. It is now after the 19th, which was a Sunday, when I went on a vision quest with Joy White Peacock Woman, and a vision quest out in the desert at the Sekhmet Temple. I had been wanting to go back to the temple alone since I was there with a huge group doing a ceremony. I'd wanted to go back kind of on my own and do a meditation there, and more by the waters next to the temple. Just sort of learning more about the earth, the healing, the grid, and I just wanted to go. The day before, the Saturday, I was told I could add one more crystal to my process, and I decided to add this crystal. As you know, before I got put on my crystal diet of just this one and then this one, I had made use of this one and found its portal. I shared a video of that. Video is obviously after the event, but since then this crystal has changed quite a bit, and if you look at the previous video you won't see the myriad of rainbows that this one will show you, and there's also growth in the area that was clear before. Now has it's a different shape. There's things in it. There's more triangles there now, but it is definitely more rainbows throughout it that did not appear there before. Anyway, this happened after, of course, the ceremony. It involved going to the temple and making blessing and paying good manners to all the deities involved, and Sekhmet, of course, as it is Sekhmet Temple, and paying those respects and being there. And as a shaman, she called in different things, directions, and same prayers as if you watched these, the First Friday prayers, where she helped summoned the archangels. That's the correct term. I've been corrected. And because you bring in help when you can, and that was done in an effort to help me learn more about what it is I was trying to do. My vision quest there was to learn more about how I can work on things and help share and repair this whole earth. This is the crystal I'd been using for representing the earth. The crystal grid I had made, this was my earth crystal. And when I was told I could add a third one to my crystal diet, I chose this one. So I brought this one with me to the temple. On the way, we passed by one of the little deity statues. It's like a Zen monk. I'm not sure which one it was, with a little statue. And I was told this one has a message for you. And I said, okay. Joy's like that. Here's something. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you feel. Here's a message here. What is it? And this one was, I got the message, and it was, use what you brought with you. And he was holding a small sphere. So instead of being in my pocket potentially or somewhere else, it was with me in my hands most of the time for meditation and throughout the quest. We did a few different things during the quest, one of which was finding my spirit animal. That was interesting. It turns out sloth is my spirit animal. But after, looking that up, I will, and what that means as a spirit animal, I'll own that. It's a pretty cool critter. And I always liked sloths anyway. Kind of thought maybe that's why I was seeing it, but in doubting it, I kind of got the image. No, that's it. Yeah, flash, flash, 100-yard dash. Anyway, that was one of the components of it. The main one was though was to understand and to learn more about what I need to learn. And I did get quite a huge rush of energy, and whoa. And that evening, when I was taking this crystal out of the packaging from taking it home, I immediately noticed as soon as I pulled it out, I said, "Whoa, where did all those rainbows come from?" Because they weren't there before. And and it was all triangles before too. Now some of them are almost taller. And if you look at the other video, you'll see that the clear area has changes in it that weren't there before. And that there's a lot more rainbows in this than there was previous video. I'm told this was changed, and it's more of a sacred object, and I've been meditating with it a few times, and I've learned, let's just say my world has changed a few times now in what I have gathered meditating with this crystal since that journey. So it's an experience I highly recommend, and well worth it. And having gone with that, I have learned, this changed while I was there. It was significant while I was in the moment. And since then, I have learned an amazing amount. My terrarium seems to change daily. The one I wake up in is not the same world I go to sleep in. Because I learn more about what these friends are right here. And it's quite fascinating. So once again, thank you for joining me, and namaste.